welcome to Colouring with Colourful Crafts. First of all, I apologise for the noise of the fan. I have my fan on, you can just see it at the side there. I'm just absolutely sweltering in this heat. This is of course, I recorded this on today, what day is it? I can't even remember, it's Sunday. So I'm trying to get this video up on the Sunday like I used to do, and then people can maybe keep track of when I post or not. I don't know. So I don't know whether to put the light on to show what. Let's try it with the light. I'll put the light on. So I'm here with what I've completed from this week in my books. I also have my very handy notes here just to check that I've got everything correct that I have put for my TropiJune, TropiJuly. So this is all of my June and all hopefully in July, but I've just kind of jotted down what I need to remember. So I'm going to go along. I think the first page I've done this week was from Coco Wayo's Cozy Corner. I think this is the first page, should I say. So, okay. So I decided to go with a very tropical theme on this because, of course, it is the July colouring month, for me at least. I added the palm tree very, very badly. It looks like a child's drawn it. Sorry about that. And I also added this leaf here at the side to make it look a bit more tropical than it already was, even though it does have a koala serving some nice fresh juice. But anyway, I had a bit of a problem with the pens. They were a bit, you know, I was using a lot of the water-based aqua tri-colours, and it was rubbing off a lot of the paper when you over colour it, and bits of the paper was starting to kind of rub off. So it wasn't really going that great with this page. I used as I say, those and probably a lot, as you can see, of other type alcoholic markers. I can't tell you which now, I didn't write it down, but this is what I came up with, and I thought it was quite cute for a very tropical feel, and it turned out overall okay, but I feel I could have done much better. Moving on, we have Hot Tropics. Now I have showed some from this. I'm just saying, going with floating hair and drinking tiki. Oh, right, okay, you've seen that. So the one I think we haven't seen is this one. I made a note to remember it was this one. Haven't seen. So I went for like quite a tropical, like tiki bar kind of vibe to it. You know, like if you go on holiday and there's lots of bars around and they're all lit up and the neon and all of that. So that's what I kind of went for with this one. I did do a black around the edge, and I did fill it all in black because quite honestly I just did not have time or the patience. But yeah, that's what I came up with, which kind of reminded me of a tale when I was younger, from when I was about 5, and there was this ice cream van parked up, and I really wanted an ice cream. And I saw lots of people queuing up for the ice creams, and because in my mind it made sense that they were going to, because there was such a long queue of people for this ice cream van, I thought, oh my god, they're going to sell out of ice cream, and by the time I get there they're not going to have any ice cream left. So I started crying, and I think people got the misconception that I was crying for an ice cream, even though I've been told I could have an ice cream. But it wasn't. I was crying because I was told I couldn't have one, because I was told I could have one. I was crying because I was worried that they were going to sell out, and I wouldn't be able to have one. So it just, seeing that and like imagining ice creams in the summer, and it just brought that tale back to me, so I thought I'd share that. Oh dear, that was funny. Anyway, so that's what it came up with. I'm quite happy with that. And then what else have we got? I think we'd already seen this one. Oh no, we haven't. No, this is a new one. This is another, and then the other one I've marked here, which we did see. But at the end of each month, I shall do a recap. This one, of course, is of this lovely lady here, very tanned, and I added lots of highlights with my trusty furniture paint, because when you don't have a white highlighter that works for you, I'm telling you, the furniture paint is really good. So that's what I did. I've been using a few. My sister just bought me some little stencils, so I've been kind of interjecting them into the pages to try and, you know, get some use out of those, because she was really kind and gave me them, and they were really, really nice. I meant it's a Christmas present, but she's been away down in down the country, and yeah, she's just come back up, so she brought my Christmas present, and that's why I had it in my Christmas presents. And also the marker as well, which I use on this. They are, I don't know, they just came in a big box, and I don't believe I saw the name of them. Calm Over Chaos, that's all they say, but she got me those as well, so I've been using those a bit. They're just like basically a cheaper marker, cheaper Sharpie, really, alcoholic marker. But they work okay, as you can see. They work quite nicely. And I'm really happy with that page. So that was that one. Next, moving on, we have TropiJune. Now, you have seen a few of these this month, but I shall try. We've seen her, obviously. Saw her. I do apologise if the fan is making a noise, but in this heat, I just can't be dealing without a fan on. I did think I showed that one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I show that one? I think I did. That one we've seen. There was there. This one. This one you haven't seen, rather. This is of, well, I suppose I call her my lime girl, because she's got lots of limes, and I love limes, and she's got hair colour like me, so I went for that. This is really fun to do. It did take a bit longer than I expected, but I'm really happy with it overall, and I'm so happy with my colour choice and the colours that I managed to come up with. Really happy with how they worked. I did have obviously a lot of bleed through on that page, but because they're just one-sided, it doesn't matter. I went for a mixture. I think I used pretty much every damn pen I have in my collection, so that's all my Sharpies, my tri-blends, yeah, any alcohol marker really, and then of course my trusty furniture paint to add on the highlights, because they actually look bright and white and don't kind of go transparency, if you know what I mean, because I found that a lot of the highlighter pens end up just becoming transparent with the colour. Like, I used one of my old pens there, and it's kind of like the purpley part bleed through it, and I don't really like that. But so then I went back onto using my furniture paint, and it's really worked out really well. I'm really happy with that. And then that one obviously we saw the other day, so that's all done from this week in TropiJune. And then I have two to show in Pop Manga Flights of Fancy. This is my very recent purchase I made a few weeks ago, I believe. But we'll start with the first one, because that's always good to do. This one is of the Shield Sunflower. Next to, it's not exactly a tropical in the sense of other parts of the world, like how you'd get a tropical jungle, but sunflowers are a little reminder of summer, and here in the UK, you know, that's about as close to tropical as we're gonna get. And I just thought this was such a fun page to do in the summer. I could not resist, and I love everything I did with it. It's all come out perfectly. I love the bee, I love the flowers, I love the little cheek blush on her cheeks, and a little face. It's so cute. even though I was having a rant about the bees the other week and saying how much I was annoyed by how many bees were in this book, it was a very cute and fun page to do. And then the last page I have got to doing today is this one of the Budgerigar girl. I used to have a budgie. I don't know if you know, we used to keep a budgie, and then I went to live with my grandma, and then the budgie ended up getting eaten by the dog, by my grand's friend's dog who come over, and we were kind of looking after the dog, and the budgie got out, and then the dog ended up leaping up into the air and devouring the budgie. That is no joke. I'm not making that up. It's true. It happened. But as always, it always seems to happen with my bloody pets. I need to have a curse. Anyway, so yeah, that's going off topic. The budgies I thought were tropical because they are birds that you get in certain areas. I think, do you get budgies in Australia maybe, or you get them in like the Gran Canaries and places like that? Budgies, I think, do you? Anyway, I know they're not obviously natural to England, shall I say. So it was a tropical enough page, and I did want to do some pages in this book. So yeah, that's how it turned out. I'm quite happy with that, and yeah, it was really fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned, because at the end of June I shall do a recap of all my TropiJune pages, and then we'll be into TropiJuly, and again continuing with a tropical theme. I shall be focusing on things like jungles, mermaids, more whatever tropical things, fruits, all of that. So thanks for the watching, and hope everyone enjoys. Please give me a like, comment and subscribe. I'll be back hopefully at the end of this week, I think, maybe on Sunday. Anyway, sometime. Bye.